All right. Hey guys, how's it going? It's Joy. I'm back again with another live. I hope that you guys are doing well and I hope that you guys are staying safe. So, you guys, happy Sunday, happy Sunday. Today's video is not going to be that long, as I always say, depending who all comes in the room. Um, you never know. It just really just depends on, uh, who sees the notification. And if you guys have not, make sure that you do hit the notification bell, so that way you don't miss any lives or anything like that. That way you can stay aware when I am on the live. So yeah. But basically, you guys, I did just kind of wanted to talk a little bit about essentially understanding positive narcissistic supplies. So honestly, this is something that I kind of knew about, but I didn't know that it was like a term in which a way where they kind of say like, okay, this is how the narcissist behaves, and they kind of give it a term. So it's honestly, it's new for me. As I always say, you guys, I'm always still learning. I don't know everything, so don't ever feel like when you're watching these videos of me that I have all the answers, because again, I'm still learning. I'm still a student just like yourself, right? But the thing is, you guys, is that if you're new, welcome. My name is Joy. I am a narcissist abuse coach. I've been dealing with narcissists since 2006, and since 2017, I have been helping former victims, now survivors, heal, move on, and recover after dealing with narcissistic abuse. So, you guys, I did want to kind of talk about trying to get my seating right, y'all. So I'm trying to make sure this is good on this one. Okay, yeah. So understanding positive narcissistic supply. And like I said, shout out to Charlie Bailey. She did write this amazing book. So again, I highly recommend getting this book. Also, make sure that you do get my book her book is called The Lost Child. You can go on Amazon and get it. But my book is called Reclaim Your Life Back: My Journey into Understanding Narcissism. And also, Your Pain Will Make You Successful. And as I always say, thank you guys for your support. I love you guys. For those of you that support me, support the channel, and support the ministries, it truly does mean the world. So please, please, please continue to keep doing that. So anyways, yes, understanding positive narcissistic supply. So I'm pretty sure if a lot of you guys have been watching me over the years, or maybe you're new to the channel, you probably understand the negative narcissistic supply. So, it's essentially when the narcissist does something to you, maybe they may make you upset, they get you angry, they may get you frustrated, they may make you feel low about yourself, or they may make you feel ugly, unbeautiful, unpretty, or unhandsome, or maybe they make you feel betrayed. They may make you feel betrayed, or misused or abused, whatever the case is. So you give the narcissist a reaction. You react, or you have a negative response. Maybe you might scream, yell. Maybe you might get jealous, or you may come, after the narcissist, like physically. Maybe you might try to bust their windows out of the car. I've heard of some cases where some people may do that. Maybe you might try to slash their tires, or you may try to get after the new supply kind of thing. So, you may give that kind of reaction. And honestly, the narcissist like prefers that type of reaction, if they do something towards you, or they may offend you, or they do a sort of they pretty much take advantage of you, or they betray you, right? If they betray you in any way, the narcissist knows, or they're expecting you to react in a negative way, expecting you to be sad, frustrated, jealous, angry, disappointed, all that stuff. So they prefer those emotions. They get off more on that. They kind of suck the life out of you. They suck all your energy out, because usually when you react, you guys, and this is something that I'm learning in my life, when you react, when you have negative responses, that takes a lot out of you. So you have, it kind of drains your energy. Instead of you having a good day, maybe you had good vibes, maybe you had positive energy. Instead of you having that, after the narcissist does something to you, and you give them a negative supply, right? Then that basically means they're feeling good. They're in good spirits. They're like, okay, my day is made. Let me go out and have a drink or two. Let me go and celebrate, or they're having a good day, but versus you on the end, you probably feel low, you probably feel tired, you probably feel fatigued, you probably feel bad about yourself. So that's just something you do want to keep in mind. But just kind of looking in this book, supply overall, if you are new, you are still kind of new to this whole topic and things like that. So again, supply is the emotional energy narcissists need from others to regulate their own emotions. So it's like they feed off of your energy, they feed off of your negative emotions. Now, some of them can feed off of your positive emotions, which is what we're going to talk about in regards to the positive narcissistic supply. So the positive narcissistic supply could be where, let's say you're doing really well with your life. Let's say you're accomplishing things. Maybe you are being successful in your career, in your work life, and even in your personal life. You could be very, very successful. Let's say maybe you graduated from college. Maybe you graduated from like a more of a continued education, or maybe you could have like bought a house, or maybe you bought a car, or maybe you could just done something like really big in your life. And, the narcissist feeds off of that. So, a lot of them, they want to take credit for your success. A lot of them want to be a part of it. And there's nothing wrong with being a part of, like, if you're happy for someone genuinely because they accomplished something major in their life, yes, be genuine, be happy for them and have good intentions, right? But when it comes with a narcissist, no, the intentions are not good. The intentions, it's like a hidden agenda. It's kind of like, oh, make me look good. And that's the thing in terms of, so the whole topic of the video was inspired because, I remember when I did the podcast, I'll make sure that you guys do check them out. I'm going to keep you guys posted on when they do come out. But we were talking about when you're living with a narc parent or growing up with a narc parent, a lot of times, yes, they feed off of the negative supply, but some narcs prefer the positive supply. So let's say you're being very successful in school, like growing up as a young child or a preteen or a young adult, the narcissist is going to want you to continue to keep doing that. So essentially, they kind of put pressure on you to always be a certain way or always be doing good, which, yeah, we all want to do good. And we encourage that. But sometimes humans mess up. Humans make mistakes. Humans are not perfect. But when it comes to growing up around a narcissist, they're going to teach you that, no, you got to be perfect. No, you got to keep doing this way, or like getting good grades, or, graduating from this college or whatever, which, that's the goal. But again, sometimes things come up. No one's perfect, right? Or it could be in your career where they're like, oh, you have to work this job. Oh, you have to be a doctor. Oh, you have to be a lawyer, or, oh, you have to be an accountant, or, that kind of stuff, right? So they put a lot of pressure on you, to be this, or to be a certain way, or have this image, or have this sort of status that, sometimes it may cause you to have anxiety. It may cause you to feel nervous. Or it could cause you to feel like, I don't know if I want to do this now, kind of thing, So a nurse, and the thing about it is, it's like, if you stop doing all those things that, that are successful, that are great, the narcissist is getting attention from other people, especially like if it's a narc parent, then they're going to be like, oh, look at my child, look at my son, and look at my daughter, look at what they do. They're going to be bragging about you, and, but not in a way because like they love you, like they genuinely are happy for you, but it's just because it's making them look good. It's another way they're going to be like, oh, my son and daughter is better than your son and daughter, that kind of thing. So it's not like a genuine, because they really care about you being like successful, or like it's a genuine that they care that, you're doing good in your life. Like they can care less. It's all about the image, right? It's all about power, control, and competition with the narcissist, right? So in regards to the actual topic, though, I did want to review it with you guys. So you can go to narcopath.info, and it says understanding and avoid the toxicity. But basically, in regards to the positive supply, it just basically talks about taking any forms that boost the narcopath's false ego in a positive manner. So admiration for the narc directly, or any of their trappings or wealth, success, adulation, compliments, loving gestures such as a meal cooked for the narc, a sense of omnipotence. I hope I said that right. Omnipotence, yeah. And also being well connected and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, so the narcissists, they will definitely in I guess really just kind of indulge in the positive supply. You know what I'm saying? Like it could also be too, like, let's say you have a goal or a dream you're pursuing, like, yeah, your narc parent or even your spouse or even your partner could definitely be like, oh yeah, babe, like I support you and good job, like son or daughter and things like that. But the thing is that there a lot of times it's not genuine, right? So a lot of times they're just doing it because it's making them look good. And then, because again, the narcissist is all about, oh, the image, and oh, okay, if you do this is going to make me look this way. If you do this, we're going to look like this to the public. Oh, if you do this, our family is going to be deemed as the most successful, close knit, close bonded family, and we have all these things. We've accomplished all this, so people have to come to us for things. So it's more of an ego based sort of supply that they're getting, and so it's not like the right intentions, right? It's not genuine. The love that they're, or the support that they're giving to their son or daughter, or if it's a romantic love interest, it's not because they really love you and that they want you to be happy and they want you to do good. It's just kind of like, oh no, my partner is making me look good, right? And they're like a trophy on my arm, you know what I'm saying? So but it's not because they genuinely care about your life. It's not that they genuinely want you to do well. You get me? But yeah, and so I just wanted to mention that because I, like I said, I'm always learning. So that I like I said, I felt like I came across that, but like I said, if you're new to my page, or excuse me, new to the channel, or even if you've been watching me for years, I really haven't touched on this at all. So I thought that this was good to bring up. Let's see here. Yeah, so also the quote in here says, narcissists often behave in ways that elicit dramatic emotional responses from others. This is narcissistic apply that feast. Or so yeah, so the narcissist will do things to get a dramatic emotional response from you. Now, if you respond, then you kind of feed into that supply. So you kind of fed the narcissist for the day. Now, when you don't respond, then the narcissist can't get anything out of you. So then they have to either stop doing it or move on to the next victim, or they'll have to like break no contact, especially if it's like a parent, or they have to like abandon you or reject you or like punish you or something like that. And that's where the whole trauma bond comes into play, right? So you just want to keep that in mind. But yeah, no, I thought that was good. Yeah, and sometimes the narcissists, even your narc parents, they will try to flatter you. They'll try to flatter you. That's I thought that was crazy. And then that's the other thing too. Yeah, like they may want you to do things. Like some of them, they may want you to look a certain way. So they may, like, as far as like your parents, with the positive narcissistic supply, they may want you to like get a tan, or they may want you to dress a certain way, or they may want you to work a certain job, or go to a certain college. Like I said, these examples, because again, it's going to look good for them. And honestly, you guys, I have an example. Now this is coming back to me. So when I was living with my aunt, you guys, this made sense. So she told me that, especially around the time when I was on the verge of going on contact with her, and we had a big argument, like the last time I had saw her, but she was basically telling me the reason why she was treating me the way that she was, or at the time. And because I had kind of told her like, hey, I didn't really appreciate you talking to me that way and behaving towards me during the times that I was living with you, for those 5 years, right? And so, what she said, and I think I did say this in a previous video, but she was like, oh, Julie, I just wanted to make sure that you graduated high school. I just wanted to make sure that you finished college. I had told your grandmother that, I saw you as a daughter. I never had a daughter. I only had 2 sons. So, I seen you as a daughter and I just wanted the best for you. So essentially what she was telling me is that she was looking for that positive narcissistic supply. You get me? So she was wanting me to make her look good. So the fact that she took me in and she was taking care of me, she felt that if I accomplished these certain like levels in my life, then that would make her look in and be like, oh, she's a good guardian for Joy, or oh, she's really good with her parenting skills, or oh, like she really trained her well, and oh, she did such an awesome job. And not saying that what she did do for me wasn't awesome, because I did appreciate her for what she did do, but just the way that she went about it was not good, right? So but yeah, now that makes sense. I'm thinking like, yeah, that was all about having a positive narcissistic supply. So sometimes the narcissist could be desperate for the positive supply, because again, they're all about the image. They're so worried about what other people are thinking. They can care less about the people that's right underneath their nose, But yeah, it's like they'll go to desperate measures to like get the negative or the positive supply. So you just want to keep that in mind, and I hope that that's helpful, or maybe kind of gave you guys some clarity, because like I said, usually the narcissist prefers the negative supply because they kind of get more gratification off of that. They get more of an ego boost with that. It's they feed off of that more, and they relate to that more, because a lot of them don't feel positive emotions often, and a lot of them hate positive emotions, because they can't feel that, so it is what it is. But the other thing I did want to touch on was, I guess this is kind of ties into this topic, was how the narcissist wants to keep you underneath their thumb for life. And this can kind of go towards, it could be for a romantic love interest type of situation, or it could be for a parent situation. Okay, we good, y'all? Okay, good. So yeah, I guess this is just kind of letting you know that your narc parent does not want to let you go. Your narc spouse, or like, it could be a love interest, it could be a crush or anything like that, but they are narc, right? Yeah, like they want to keep you like attached to them, or they want to keep you stuck, or they don't want to see you like move on with your life. And now in regards to the child and parent situation, or the parent young adult, or even an older adult, yeah, they may want you to live with them for the rest of their lives, like kind of like how my aunt wanted me to live with her until, like, even like I'm 34 now, like I'm pretty sure like if I was still like in California, my aunt probably still would have been wanting me to live with her, because the narcissist, they can't let go. It's hard for them to accept that, okay, you have your own life. You're like, you have the right to have your freedom. You have the right to think independently. You have the right to make your own decisions without them being involved. You have the right to live your life. You have the right not to like get their opinion about anything or get their advice, because a lot of times the narcissist will give you advice where you didn't ask, and that's why I always say I don't want to be the type of person, because I know that there's different like YouTubers and different channels, but I never tell anybody what to do. I'm only like speaking off of my experience and what I specifically have gone through. You get me? So that's why I always say I just share my experience, share my stories. You guys can take with it what helps and leave the rest, kind of thing, So yeah. But yeah, just keep in mind that the narcissist wants you underneath their thumb. And it's just your job not to accept that, Now, some people are like, hey, you know what, Joy? I kind of do want to be underneath the narcissist thumb. I want to be controlled. I feel like the narcissist is very smart and intelligent, and they are very successful in their life. And I want to like live underneath their thumb. I want to mimic what they do, not like to that severity of being a narc, but I feel like the narcissist is smart and intelligent, and I want to like live under them, So some people have that mentality, and hey, to each his own. Everybody has their own life to live, So it is what it is. But if you're one of those individuals where you're just like, no, you understand like how the narcissist behaves and how they treat people is not right, then this video is for you. Maybe you might want to just you got to gain your independence. That's the thing. You got to gain your independence. But the thing is that you got to slowly but surely gain it, because remember, the narcissist is all about the control. They're all about having power. And if they see or they get an inkling that you may want to like distance yourself or go no contact, then they're not going to allow it. They're going to do everything in their power to stop you. So that's why, especially when it comes to, you guys, like a love interest or romantic partner, do not tell your partner that you're going to leave. Like, that's the worst thing you can do, because they're going to try to stop you, right? And it can become dangerous. So just keep it to yourself, just keep it to yourself, and do what you got to do, and you got to be assertive. You got to set boundaries, and you got to mean what you say and say what you mean. You get me? You can't be like, oh, you know what? I'm not happy here. I got to move on with my life. You can't just say that to the narcissist and keep doing things as normal. You got to like be about your word. You got to be an action oriented person. You got to be solution oriented person, and you got to know your value. What do you bring to the table? What's your worth? Like, what do you deserve? You get me? So yeah, you guys, I hope that made sense. But yeah, and even like I said, in regards to a parent situation, your narc parent doesn't want to let you go, even though they're in a relationship, even though they could be married, even though, they have their own things going on, their own life. They still want to control you. They still want to control you in your marriage. They still want to control you in your household. They still want to control you and your kids. And that's just, I don't know, me personally, I just don't think that's not right, and it's just like, they shouldn't have that type of power, but a lot of them do. A lot of them do, because they have accomplished a lot, right? Because a lot of them do have high status and they look down on others, right? They just feel that, yeah, I can do that, that's just them. And it's not right, so anyways, you guys, I hope that made sense. I do want to do another video, kind of like a part 2, because there was a comment that I got. And please, guys, let's keep the comments positive, right? No negativity, because again, this is all about awareness, informing individuals, getting empowerment, learning about dating and relationships, and healing and recovery. Like, we're not here to bash anybody, unless it's a narc, just saying. But no, not even bashing a narc, but just giving you guys, just like letting you know what to expect when it comes to dealing with a narcissistic individual, right? A person that has NPD, narcissistic personality disorder. But the victims and the survivors, we're not about bashing them, because someone left a comment, and like I said, I'll do a part 2 to it, but you don't want to like talk down on the person that's dealing with the abuse, or the person that was victimized, the person that was taken advantage of. That's the last thing you want to do. You don't want to be like, oh yeah, it's your fault, or oh, you're a fool for like being with them for all these years, or oh, you were stupid, or oh, you should have been left. Like, who wants to hear that? You get me? So like, if you leave a comment, just keep in mind, like, the people that are on the page, that are watching the videos, they have been victimized, and that's the last thing that they want to see, or that's the last thing that should be said to them, or that they should be reading. Like, they need to be encouraged. They need to be motivated and getting inspired, and getting validated, and feeling loved and cared for and supported. Like, we don't need people bashing the victims and the survivors, right? So anyway, but like I said, we'll make a video on that next time. But I hope that this was helpful and resonated. Give it a like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Any other topics that you guys want to learn, please make sure that you leave a comment, a positive comment, not a negative comment. I'm just saying, y'all, we want to just heal, right? Like I said, this is educational, motivational purposes, that's all I'm gonna say. So anyway, give the video a like, share, you guys, that way other people can see it. Make sure that you do, if you would like any additional support from me, reach out to me. I'm here for you. Make sure that you do get a copy of Charlie Bailey's book. Get a copy of my book. Also, be sure to try my sugar scrub. And shout out to those of you that got my sugar scrub. I'm super excited. Like I said, I do have some more products coming out, some more events coming out. So I'm super excited to share that with you all. Make sure that you do sign up for my email list. Make sure also you do get my clothing apparel. We got some new products or t-shirts coming out in regards to that as well, and all that good stuff. But I love you guys, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care. Bye.